This is a day that Israel's government has been dreading for months, and now it has arrived. The chief prosecutor of the International Criminal Court officially accusing Prime Minister Netanyahu and Israel's defense minister of war crimes and crimes against humanity, specifically saying that the Israeli government deliberately starved the Palestinian civilian population of Gaza in the weeks after October 7th by cutting off the flow of food into the Strip. Now, the prosecutor also seeking arrest warrants for the three top leaders of Hamas: Yehia Sinwar, the Hamas leader inside of Gaza, the main decision maker for the militant group, as well as the head of its military wing, and Ismail, Haniyeh, the head of its political branch, the only one of the three who is outside of Gaza. The court accusing those men of war crimes, saying they are potentially guilty of extermination, murder, hostage-taking, rape, and torture. In terms of Prime Minister Netanyahu, if that arrest warrant is granted, it does not mean that he will be immediately taken into custody. Israel is not a signatory to the International Criminal Court, but it makes it potentially risky for him to travel to European countries which are signatories to the ICC. He could, in theory, face arrest upon arrival, and it also puts President Biden in a potentially difficult situation where he is meeting face-to-face, speaking on the phone with a man who the chief prosecutor of the International Criminal Court says is a war criminal. Israel has strenuously denied committing war crimes in Gaza. We're likely to hear from Prime Minister Netanyahu, and Hamas, for its part, also denying war crimes. Raf Sanchez, NBC News, Tel Aviv.
We're here at the ICC. You are today announcing that you are applying for arrest warrants for top military and political leadership in the Israel-Gaza war since the October 7th events. First and foremost, explain to me exactly what you're asking for and who you are charging.
Today, Christian, we've applied for warrants to the pretrial chamber of the International Criminal Court in relation to three individuals that are Hamas members. Sinwar, who's in charge on the ground.
That's Yehia Sinwar?
Absolutely. Deif, who's in charge of the Al-Qassam Brigade, and Haniyeh, who's one of their political bureau based in Doha.
What are the charges?
The charges are extermination, murder, taking of hostages, rape and sexual assault in detention. So these are the key crimes that are alleged to have been committed by these three individuals. The world was shocked on the 7th of October when people were ripped from their bedrooms, from their homes, from the different kibbutzim in Israel, and people have suffered enormously, and we have a variety of evidence to support the applications that we've submitted to the judges.
You have also issued warrants against the top political and military leadership of the government of the State of Israel.
We've applied for warrants. Of course, the judges must determine whether or not to issue them, but we've applied today, we'll apply for warrants for Prime Minister Netanyahu and also Minister of Defense Gallant for the crimes of causing extermination, causing starvation as a method of war, including the denial of humanitarian relief supplies, deliberately targeting civilians in conflict,